watching EAC News. Thank you for joining us. While speaking to a group of nearly 20,000 factory workers in Phnom Penh today, Prime Minister Hun Manet stressed the importance of relying on professional analysis to solve the nation's problems. He said that while he receives and reviews all of the information, his politics require his direct interventions to coordinate with the reviews of professional analysis. At today's gathering, the Prime Minister said that he stayed up until midnight, following the news and challenges of his people. He said he had ordered professional units to review, explain, and interpret the issues so that he could review them himself and intervene when necessary. The Prime Minister said that he has already done a lot of work related to taxes, plagiarism, and protests in the provinces, all of which he allowed professional institutions to review and explain to the public. Taxes have been a hot topic for Cambodians recently, especially after the tax department said that a 20% capital gains tax would go into effect in 2024. The Prime Minister addressed the controversy after social media debates sparked on whether or not the government was taking too much money from a population that is already struggling with global inflation. The Prime Minister said that he is meeting with business experts to discuss taxes and their effects in November, and promised that his administration will not create new taxes nor raise the existing ones. The capital gains tax remains in a gray area as the increase was approved in 2020 but suspended due to COVID-19. You're watching EAC News. Thank you for joining us. It's official. Cambodia has entered the Guinness Book of World Records again, this time with the heaviest freshwater fish ever caught. Biologists from the Wonders of the Mekong team tagged the giant stingray and have been observing its movements to learn more about how the massive fish survives despite dwindling numbers of freshwater species plagued by polluted waters and an increase in dams. The stingray, named Boramai, which is Khmer for full moon, weighed 300 kilograms, or about 661 pounds, when she was caught last June. She was then equipped with an acoustic tracker to help conservationists better understand her living habits, and the results have provided keen insights that could help save the species. The information provided by the tracker showed that the stingray's territory is surprisingly small for a fish of such size, encompassing just a few miles in a stretch of river known for its deep pools, its high species count, and its population of endangered Irrawaddy dolphins. Unlike with the near-extinct river dolphin, which migrates long distances, the findings show that the giant stingray population could be protected by focusing on key sections of the river. Nearly a third of freshwater fish worldwide are threatened with extinction, with 94% of large species declining since 1970. The Mekong in particular is increasingly threatened by dams, harmful fishing practices, sand extraction, pollution, and climate change. The area is being considered for inscription as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, which would protect its endangered residents from extinction, but several major hydropower projects, which would require huge dams, have also been proposed. Prime Minister Hun Manet posted on his social media, congratulating the country on its new world record. Kristen Winters, EAC News. You're watching EAC News. Thank you for joining us. According to the Minister of Social Affairs, 400,000 elderly people over 60 are currently benefiting from the National Social Security Fund, while the government prepares other policies that are being put in place to help the elderly face their challenges. At a ceremony to honor International Day for Older Persons today, Minister Chia Someti noted that taking care of Cambodia's elderly population is included in the government's highly promoted economic Pentagon strategy, and that Prime Minister Hun Manet heads the Cambodian National Committee for the Elderly. The minister also highlighted Cambodia's national 2017 to 2030 policy for bettering the livelihoods of the country's older population, which includes a 9-year framework for social protection programs and provides social services. The NSSF was launched in 2019 and continues to develop social security for Cambodia's most vulnerable populations. The minister noted that policies to support retirees, the disabled, former civil servants, and veterans have also been improved to better the plight of the elderly. The theme of the Cambodian Day of Older Persons this year is Helping the Elderly Helps Us All, while the international theme for 2023 is Fulfilling the Promises of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights for Older Persons Across Generations. According to the 2019 census, Cambodia has an estimated 1.3 million elderly people, or 8.9% of the nation's 15 million people. Older people living in remote rural areas often suffer from poor living conditions and limited access to care. Elderly women are usually responsible for providing child care when parents leave for reasons of work, divorce, or death. To address these issues, the Royal Government of Cambodia, with the Ministry of Social Affairs and the Cambodian National Committee for the Elderly, are continuing to strengthen and expand the association of the elderly in communes, promote community-based elderly development programs, and family-based elderly care programs, along with specially designed and operated services that train elderly care providers. Kristen Winters, EAC News. Watching EAC News, thank you for joining us. Minister of Social Affairs, Veterans, and Youth Rehabilitation, Chea Someti, spoke on the occasion of the Cambodian Day for Older Persons 2023 today and made a number of recommendations, such as organizing an annual celebration for the event and expanding the association of the elderly to more communes across the country. He also ordered the National Center for Elderly Support to launch a program to train elderly care providers to increase their quality of care. Minister Chea Someti said that his ministry has established over 1,600 elderly associations and communes, known as sangkats, throughout the country to alleviate difficulties and provide a network of associations that can assist each other. He said that this is a new achievement for the ministry that seeks to implement social policies that increase public services to help vulnerable populations within society. He also instructed his ministry's specialized units to encourage national and international NGOs, like the Cambodian Organization for the Elderly and the United Nations Development Program, to implement more projects aimed at promoting the well-being and activities of the elderly. He encouraged communities to increase the number of professional care centers for the unhoused elderly population and ordered the National Center for Elderly Support to provide training services for elderly care providers. The minister called on all parties to pay attention to the welfare of the elderly by turning the National Policy on the Elderly for 2017 through 2020 and other legal documents related to the elderly into effective practice. He finished by thanking the national and international NGOs, private sector development partners, and compatriots across the country who have actively contributed to meeting the needs of the elderly, thereby promoting their well-being. Kristen Winters, EAC News. The retail price of gasoline per liter decreased by 200 real, or almost 5 cents, for the start of October, while the price of diesel has remained the same. The Ministry of Commerce announced the retail price of fuel from October 1st through 10th, with regular gasoline going down to 4,550 real per liter, or about $1.10, and diesel selling for about 4,850 real, or about $1.18. The Cambodian government currently subsidizes 287 real, or about 6.5 cents per liter, to manage consumer prices. Cambodia primarily imports all of its petroleum from countries like Vietnam, Thailand, and Indonesia. This year, imports are down 9.5% despite growing consumer demand. Kristen Winters, EAC News. You're watching EAC News. Thank you for joining us. Thai Prime Minister Setta Thavisin met with former Prime Minister Hun Sen during his first visit to Cambodia since being put into office last month. During their meeting, the Thai Prime Minister praised Hun Sen and said that he considered the former Prime Minister, who held on to his position for over 38 years, a leader that has instilled him with valuable lessons. During yesterday's meeting, the two politicians exchanged pleasantries and spoke about the progression of the partnership between their two countries, as Hun Sen's son, Prime Minister Hun Manet, ushers Cambodia into a new era. The Thai Prime Minister appreciated the former Prime Minister's sacrifice in stepping down to allow the new generation to take power. During his meeting with Prime Minister Hun Manet earlier in the week, both prime ministers expressed hope that the relationship between Cambodia and Thailand would continue to grow stronger. The Thai Prime Minister also thanked Cambodian migrant workers for their contribution to the Thai economy and promised to monitor their situation while living in his country. Hun Sen, who is now president of the Cambodian People's Party and supreme advisor to the king, praised the talks between the Cambodian and Thai prime ministers, then went on to detail his own achievements while in office. He noted that the next generation's administration is ready to maintain the achievements of his own government while creating their own success toward Cambodia's growth and development. He then mused about the role of him and his allies in ending the Civil War, which he says brought about territorial unity for the first time in 500 years. He said that since 1998, when he took total control of the prime ministerial powers, he set two goals: to turn what were once battlefields into developed areas, and to turn the war-prone borders into zones of peace, cooperation, and development. He continued to say that over the last 25 years, he worked hard as CPP president and prime minister to establish good relations with neighboring countries, including Laos and Vietnam, allowing for increased trade. He added that cooperation between bordering countries is essential to trade, cultural exchange, and mutual assistance for natural disaster responses, which relies on the agreement of the Thai Prime Minister. Kristen Winters, EAC News. You're watching EAC News. Thank you for joining us. The world is seeing historical flooding events more frequently as climate change takes its toll, and Cambodia is no exception. This morning, Prime Minister Hun Manet issued a message calling on his ministries and provincial authorities to be prepared to address the needs of flood victims before problems arise. In this morning's message, the Prime Minister called on provincial governors to pay attention to the needs of search and rescue efforts and economic assistance for victims of natural disasters. The Prime Minister requested Senior Minister Kun Kim, who is Vice Chairman of the National Committee for Disaster Management, to monitor the weather in cooperation with the Board of Governors in the provinces, and to prepare additional emergency response measures for all provinces that are urgently needed to assist flood victims. He also ordered commissioners and the commanders of the Gendarmerie, Army, and Navy to be ready to intervene in potential natural disasters caused by heavy rain. The Prime Minister also called on the Minister of Economy to coordinate with relevant institutions to prepare the necessary food and equipment for flood victims. He then asked the Ministry of Agriculture to prepare rice seeds for farmers whose crops are severely affected. He asked officials to be prepared in advance of any problems that may occur and to responsibly delegate tasks in a timely and effective manner. Kristen Winters, EAC News. Watching EAC News, thank you for joining us. With continuous rains this week and more on the way, Prime Minister Hun Manet is asking the public to do their part to stay safe during anticipated flooding. Following his orders, military units and regional authorities are ready to intervene in emergency situations, but the Prime Minister stressed that people must look out for each other, especially young children, and move to higher ground. Nearly 1,000 troops of the 51st Infantry Brigade are on standby to intervene in flooding emergencies and other natural disasters that may occur in Ban Tie Mien Chi along the Thai border in the coming days. Brigadier General Sing Thum, commander of the 51st Brigade, said that Ban Tie Mien Che province is affected by floods every year and needs local authorities to join with military forces for the cause of the nation, the motherland, and the people. He also thanked all the leaders and soldiers of the brigade for preparing troops, facilities, and equipment to stand at the ready day and night in accordance with orders from his superiors. On Friday, Prime Minister Hun Manet issued orders to the military and local authorities across Cambodia to be ready to assist victims in the event of flooding, as climate disasters worsen every year. In August, heavy rains affected more than 20,000 households in 19 out of 25 of Cambodia's provinces, leaving 4 dead and damaging tens of thousands of hectares of agricultural production. The Ministry of Water Resources and Meteorology said that the low-pressure system along the Mekong Basin near Thailand and Laos is heading south and will provide a weak southwest monsoon to Cambodia. Meanwhile, the 14th tropical storm in the region this year, named Koinu, is moving across the Pacific towards landfall in southeastern China on October 7th, but is unlikely to severely affect Cambodia. The ministry says that 40 to 60% northwest and northeast provinces are likely to receive light to moderate rainfall from between October 2nd through 4th. Between 60 to 80% of the southeastern provinces and capital can expect the same. The extended rainfall and subsequent rising rivers have prompted preemptive emergency responses throughout the country, where various ministries, military units, and local authorities are preparing for rescue and rebuild efforts. The Prime Minister posted to his social media, asking people to stay away from areas prone to flooding and thanking leaders who have organized disaster response groups. Kristen Winters, EAC News. You're watching EAC News. Thank you for joining us. After 20 meetings of back and forth between representatives of factory owners and factory workers, a settlement on the minimum wage for 2024 has been reached, falling short of the workers' initial request for $215 per month. The meetings to determine next year's minimum wage began in August, where initial figures were not disclosed. Since then, about 20 meetings have been held on the subject, none of which managed to end in an agreement. The government set a deadline of September 28th for all parties to come to a consensus, and it was met yesterday with the settlement on $202 per month, which was bolstered by the government to $204. Union representatives initially pushed for a $215 minimum wage, but by the 19th meeting agreed to lower the request to $213. The minimum wage for 2023 is $200, and employers would only concede to a $1.50 increase, allotting workers an extra $18 over the course of the year before taxes. In yesterday's final meeting, the National Minimum Wage Council, composed of representatives from the government, unions, and employers, voted 46-5 to raise the minimum wage to $202. The 5 remainders held on to the $213 proposal. The garment, footwear, and travel goods industry is the largest foreign exchange earner for Cambodia. The sector consists of roughly 1,077 factories and branches, employing approximately 800,000 workers, mostly female. The new minimum wage will take effect from January 1st, 2024. Kristen Winters, EAC News.
ខ្ញុំបាទសូមគោរពជម្រាបសួរសម្ដេចទ្រង់ឯកឧត្តមលោកជំទាវលោកស្រីទូរទស្សនិកជនជាទីគោរពនេះជាកម្មវិធីអិសរាជជនឆ្នើមថ្នាក់ជាតិកម្មវិធីអិសរាជជនឆ្នើមថ្នាក់ជាតិជាកម្មវិធីដែលបង្កើតឡើងតាមគំនិតផ្ដួចផ្ដើមរបស់សម្ដេចគតិព្រឹទ្ធបណ្ឌិតប៊ុនរនីហ៊ុនសែនប្រធានកាកបាទក្រហមកម្ពុជាអិសរាជជនឆ្នើមថ្នាក់ជាតិនៃវេទិកាភាពជាអ្នកដឹកនាំតំបន់អាស៊ីប៉ាស៊ីហ្វិកឆ្លើយតបមេរោគអេដជំងឺអេដនិងការអភិវឌ្ឍនៅកម្ពុជានិងជាអិសរាជជនឆ្នើមថ្នាក់ជាតិនៃផែនការសកម្មភាពរួមអគ្គលេខាធិការអង្គការសហប្រជាជាតិដើម្បីសុខភាពស្ត្រីនិងកុមារក្រោមប្រធានបទយុទ្ធសាស្ត្របង្ការការចម្លងមេរោគអេដក្នុងព្រះរាជាណាចក្រកម្ពុជាក្នុងទិសដៅឆ្ពោះទៅបញ្ចប់អេដនៅឆ្នាំ2025កម្មវិធីសូមអនុញ្ញាតបង្ហាញជូនវគ្គទី1ការលើកកម្ពស់ការថែទាំនិងការព្យាបាលជនចំណាក់ស្រុកដែលរស់នៅជាមួយមេរោគអេដជំងឺអេដក្នុងអនុតំបន់ទន្លេមេគង្គវគ្គទី2សារៈប្រយោជន៍នៃកម្មវិធីPAPនិងPrEP គ្លីនិកសុខភាពគ្រួសារនៃមណ្ឌលសុខភាពទូលគោកនៅក្នុងកម្មវិធីនេះក៏មានវាគ្មិនកិត្តិយសគឺលោកស្រីវិជ្ជបណ្ឌិតទេពសំណាងអនុប្រធានបច្ចេកទេសនិងជាប្រធានផ្នែកបង្ការនិងផ្លាស់ប្ដូរការប្រព្រឹត្តនៃមជ្ឈមណ្ឌលជាតិប្រយុទ្ធនឹងជំងឺអេដសើស្បែកនិងកាមរោគលោកស្រីនឹងបំភ្លឺសំណួរមួយចំនួននៅក្នុងកម្មវិធីជាកិច្ចចាប់ផ្ដើមលោកយុវសំនៀងនឹងបង្ហាញជូនសម្រងមតិមហាជន
សូមអរគុណលោកតុងចន្ទធីជាបន្តសូមអញ្ជើញទស្សនាចំណាប់អារម្មណ៍របស់មហាជនពូតើលោកពូជ្រាបថាដើម្បីធ្វើចំណាក់ស្រុកប្រកបដោយសុវត្ថិភាពតើយើងគួរដឹងពីអ្វីខ្លះដែរលោកពូ
ត្រូវដឹងដែរចេះត្រូវដឹង
មីងសូវដឹងយល់ដែរមីងអត់ចេះអក្សរផងហ្នឹង
ទី1យើងត្រូវមានតញ្ញប័ណ្ណទី2ធ្វើគ្រួសារទី3យើងទៅបញ្ជាក់ភូមិឃុំឲ្យភូមិឃុំឬក៏ខណ្ឌស្រុកយើងដឹងលឺអញ្ចឹង
យើងតែទៅកន្លែងរត់ស៊ីយើងតែទៅកន្លែងគេមានតញ្ញប័ណ្ណមាននេះប៉ាសពតបានភាសានិងការពីខ្លួនយើងមកគេចាប់ចងយើងមកគេខ្វាត់ខ្លួនយើង
មានប៉ាសពតមានតញ្ញប័ណ្ណសភៅគ្រួសារមានអីសពបែបយ៉ាងមានដែលទាំងអស់បានអាចយើងទៅបានបងបាទព្រោះអីខ្ញុំធ្លាប់ទៅដែរអញ្ចឹងណាបងវាមានច្រើនវាទៅដល់នោះគេសួរច្រើនចឹងដែរបងយើងទៅកើតធ្វើកើតចឹងណាព្រោះអីខ្ញុំធ្លាប់ទៅថៃដែរអញ្ចឹងវាបានធ្វើច្រើនដែរបងដល់មានសពគ្រប់ទាំងអស់មានអីទាំងអស់មាន បានគ្រូទៅឯងទាំងតាញញបានអីទាំងអីចឹងណាបង
សូមអញ្ជើញលោកស្រីកាត់បូរ៉ាហ្វីបន្តជាមួយនឹងវាគ្មិនកិត្តិយសនៅក្នុងស្ទូឌីយោ
ចាសូមអរគុណលោកសំនៀងទូរទស្សនិកជនជាទីគោរពស្វាគមន៍មកកាន់វគ្គសន្ទនាជាមួយវាគ្មិនកិត្តិយសដែលកម្មវិធីរបស់យើងនៅក្នុងថ្ងៃនេះទទួលបានការអញ្ជើញចូលរួមជាវាគ្មិនដោយលោកស្រីវេជ្ជបណ្ឌិតទេពសំណាងអនុប្រធានការិយាល័យបច្ចេកទេសនិងជាប្រធានផ្នែកបង្ការនិងផ្លាស់ប្ដូរការប្រព្រឹត្តនៃមជ្ឈមណ្ឌលជាតិប្រយុទ្ធនឹងជំងឺអេដសើស្បែកនិងកាមរោគចាសូមគោរពជម្រាបសួរលោកស្រីចាជម្រាបសួរលោកស្រីសុខទុក្ខយ៉ាងណាដែរចា
ចាសុខទុក្ខធម្មតាអរគុណច្រើនចាជាបឋមនាងខ្ញុំសូមគោរពសម្ដេចទ្រង់ឯកឧត្តមលោកជំទាវអ្នកអង្គញាលោកអង្គញាអស់លោកស្រីជាទីគោរពបងប្អូនក្មួយជាទីរាប់អានថ្ងៃនេះនាងខ្ញុំមានសេចក្តីសោមនស្សរីករាយដោយមានឱកាសបានមកធ្វើជាវាគ្មិនក្នុងកម្មវិធីអិសរាជជនឆ្នើមថ្នាក់ជាតិនាពេលនេះហើយនាងខ្ញុំក៏សូមឆ្លៀតឱកាសនេះគ្រប់ថ្លែងអំណរគុណយ៉ាងជ្រាលជ្រៅជូនសម្ដេចគតិប្រិទ្ធបណ្ឌិតប៊ុនរនីហ៊ុនសែនប្រធានកាកបាទក្រហមនិងជាអិសរាជជនឆ្នើមថ្នាក់ជាតិដែលបានខិតខំយ៉ាងខ្លាំងក្លាក្នុងទិសដៅរួមជាមួយនឹងរាជរដ្ឋាភិបាលដើម្បីបញ្ចប់បញ្ហាអេដដែលជាការគំរាមដល់សុខភាពសាធារណៈនៅប្រជាណាចក្រកម្ពុជានៅឆ្នាំ2025ចាសសូមអរគុណ
ចាអរគុណណាស់លោកស្រីបានទស្សនារួចមកហើយនៅចំណាប់អារម្មណ៍របស់មហាជនដូច្នេះតើលោកស្រីមានចំណាប់អារម្មណ៍យ៉ាងណាដែរទៅលើការបង្ហាញជូននេះសូមអនុញ្ញាតអញ្ជើញមានប្រសាសន៍ឲ្យសង្ខេបសូមគោរពអញ្ជើញ
ជាទូទៅយើងមើលទៅតាមវីដេអូនេះឃើញថាសម្រាប់ប្រជាជនមួយចំនួនគាត់អត់បានយល់ដឹងប៉ុន្តែអ្នកដែលគាត់ធ្លាប់មានបទពិសោធន៍គាត់អាចដឹងបានខ្លះពាក់ព័ន្ធនឹងឯកសារដូចជាកាតឬក៏ប៉ាសពតអីចឹងណាប៉ុន្តែក្រៅពីនឹងទៀតគឺយើងគួរតែត្រៀមដែរពាក់ព័ន្ធនឹងស្ថានភាពរស់នៅហើយនឹងបញ្ហាសុខភាពហើយក៏គួរតែមានន័យថាតាមរយៈអ្នកណាគេដែលច្បាស់លាស់ជៀសវាងដែលយើងទៅតាមការបបួលដោយបុគ្គលដែលយើងមិនស្គាល់ច្បាស់ហើយត្រូវចាញ់បោកគេអញ្ចឹងយើងក្រៅពីស្គាល់អ្នកដែលនាំទៅច្បាស់ដឹងស្ថានភាពនៃកន្លែងដែលយើងទៅធ្វើការច្បាស់បែបបន់នៅទីនោះច្បាស់ត្រូវត្រៀមលក្ខណៈមួយចំនួនពាក់ព័ន្ធនឹងការថែទាំសុខភាពរបស់យើងការបង្ការពិសេសពាក់ព័ន្ធនឹងការបង្ការពាក់ព័ន្ធនឹងជំងឺអេដអីជាដើម
ចាអរគុណណាស់លោកស្រីដូច្នេះជាបន្តនាងខ្ញុំអនុញ្ញាតគោរពអញ្ជើញលោកស្រីវិជ្ជបណ្ឌិតក៏ដូចជាទូរទស្សនិកជនតាមដានទស្សនាវីដេអូនៅក្នុងវគ្គទី1របស់យើងចាសូមគោរពអញ្ជើញ
កាកបាទក្រហមកម្ពុជាដែលមានលួងម៉ាយនរោត្តម មុនីនាថ សីហនុជាព្រះប្រធានកិត្តិយសនិងមានសម្ដេចគតិប្រិទ្ធបណ្ឌិតប៊ុនរនីហ៊ុនសែនជាប្រធានបច្ចុប្បន្ននេះកំពុងតែដើរតួនាទីជាប្រធានបណ្ដាញការងារអេដរបស់កាកបាទក្រហមអត្តច័ន្ទក្រហមអាស៊ីដែលមានសមាជិកចំនួន10ប្រទេសបានអនុវត្តគម្រោងលើកកម្ពស់ការទទួលបានការព្យាបាលនិងការថែទាំជនចំណាក់ស្រុកដែលរស់នៅជាមួយមេរោគអេដជំងឺអេដក្នុងអនុតំបន់មេគង្គកាកបាទក្រហមកម្ពុជាបានបំពេញតួនាទីយ៉ាងសកម្មក្នុងការអនុវត្តគម្រោងនេះនៅតាមបណ្ដាខេត្តដែលមានព្រំប្រទល់ជាប់ប្រទេសថៃជាក់ស្ដែងចាប់ពីថ្ងៃទី5ដល់ទី7ខែកញ្ញាឆ្នាំ2023កន្លងទៅនេះនៅអនុសាខាកាកបាទក្រហមកម្ពុជាស្រុកសាឡាក្រៅស្ថិតក្នុងភូមិសាព្រំឃុំស្ទឹងកាច់ស្រុកសាឡាក្រៅខេត្តបៃលិនជាតំបន់ដែលសម្បូរទៅដោយជនចំណាក់ស្រុកច្រើនបានរៀបចំវគ្គបណ្ដុះបណ្ដាលដល់អ្នកស្ម័គ្រចិត្តនៃសាខាកាកបាទក្រហមកម្ពុជាខេត្តបៃលិនដែលមានសិក្ខាកាមជាអ្នកស្ម័គ្រចិត្តជាច្រើនអ្នកនិងមានវត្តមានក្រុមប្រតិបត្តិសាខាអនុសាខាអាជ្ញាធរដែនដីនិងភាគីពាក់ព័ន្ធជាច្រើនរូបចូលរួមផងដែរ
សារៈសំខាន់និងគោលបំណងជាពិសេសរបស់គម្រោងនេះគឺជួយធ្វើយ៉ាងណាធានាការអប់រំផ្សព្វផ្សាយបងប្អូនប្រជាពលរដ្ឋដែលរស់នៅតាមក្រុមប្រទេសដើមនៅប្រទេសថៃនេះឲ្យយល់បានច្បាស់អំពីហានិភ័យនៃការប្រឈមនឹងការឆ្លងមេរោគអេដជំងឺអេដការខ្លួនពីការប្រឈមទៅនឹងហានិភ័យនៃជំងឺមិនឆ្លងផលវិបាកនៃការប្រើប្រាស់គ្រឿងញៀននិងការដោះស្រាយបញ្ហាផ្លូវចិត្តក៏ដូចជាបញ្ហា gender បញ្ហាអំពើហិង្សាក្នុងក្រុមគ្រួសារដើម្បីដោះស្រាយបញ្ហានេះ
វគ្គបណ្ដុះបណ្ដាលដល់អ្នកស្ម័គ្រចិត្តរបស់សាខាកាកបាទក្រហមខេត្តបៃលិនបានដំណើរការរយៈពេល3ថ្ងៃដោយមានអ្នកជំនាញផ្នែកជំងឺឆ្លងនិងមិនឆ្លងមន្ត្រីជំនាញផ្នែកសមភាព gender មន្ត្រីជំនាញលើបញ្ហាផ្លូវចិត្តអ្នកជំនាញលើការព្យាបាលនិងការថែទាំអ្នកជំងឺអេដបានចែករំលែកនៅបទពិសោធន៍និងចំណេះដឹងជូនដល់អ្នកស្ម័គ្រចិត្តដែលបានចូលរួមក្នុងវគ្គបណ្ដុះបណ្ដាលក្នុងគម្រោងនេះនៅក្នុងវគ្គបណ្ដុះបណ្ដាលនេះ លោកបណ្ឌិតវ៉ាសុភ័ក្រប្រធានការិយាល័យការពារជំងឺឆ្លងនិងមិនឆ្លងនៃកាកបាទក្រហមកម្ពុជាបានធ្វើបទបង្ហាញដោយលើកយកប្រធានបទការយល់ដឹងទូទៅអំពីការចំណាក់ស្រុកអំពីហេតុផលចម្បងនាំឲ្យមានការចំណាក់ស្រុកផលវិជ្ជមាននិងផលវិបាកនៃការធ្វើចំណាក់ស្រុកនិងពន្យល់អំពីទូនីតិក្នុងនាមជាអ្នកស្ម័គ្រចិត្តកាកបាទក្រហមកម្ពុជាតើអាចជួយធ្វើអ្វីបានខ្លះចំពោះបងប្អូនដែលធ្វើចំណាក់ស្រុក
ជារួមការធ្វើចំណាក់ស្រុករបស់ប្រជាពលរដ្ឋយើងនៅក្នុងខេត្តបៃលិនគឺមានពីរប្រភេទផ្សេងពីគ្នាទី1គឺការធ្វើចំណាក់ស្រុកទៅស៊ីឈ្នួលគេនៅស្រុកថៃមានរយៈពេលយូរហើយនិងរយៈពេលខ្លីហើយចំណុចទី2គឺធ្វើចំណាក់ស្រុកនៅក្នុងស្រុកដូចជាការទៅធ្វើជាងសំណង់ហើយនឹងធ្វើជាកម្មកររោងចក្រជាដើមបាទមានពីរចំណុចហ្នឹងសំខាន់ប្រជាពលរដ្ឋយើងចំណាក់ស្រុកសម្រាប់ខេត្តបៃលិនបាទ
ជាមួយគ្នានេះដែរក៏មានមន្ត្រីជំនាញពីមន្ទីរកិច្ចការនារីខេត្តបៃលិនបានធ្វើបទបង្ហាញអំពីបញ្ហា gender ដែលតែងតែកើតមានចំពោះជនចំណាក់ស្រុកប្រការគួរយល់ដឹងមុននឹងធ្វើការចំណាក់ស្រុករបស់ជនចំណាក់ស្រុកពិសេសគោលគំនិតនៃការបញ្ជ្រាប gender និងការបង្កើនភាពអង្អាចផ្នែកសេដ្ឋកិច្ចដល់ស្ត្រីតាក់ទងទៅនឹងការផ្ដល់ចំណេះដឹងអំពីការព្យាបាលអ្នកជំងឺអេដស៍ដោយឱសថប្រឆាំងមេរោគអេដស៍ ARV, OI និង MMDបទពិសោធន៍នៃការលេបថ្នាំប្រឆាំងមេរោគអេដស៍ដែលមានការចូលរួមពីមន្ត្រីជំនាញនៃមន្ទីរសុខាភិបាលខេត្តបៃលិនចំពោះបទពិសោធន៍នៃការប្រើប្រាស់ឱសថប្រឆាំងមេរោគអេដស៍មន្ត្រីជំនាញបានពន្យល់ពីការចុះឈ្មោះចាប់ផ្ដើមប្រើប្រាស់ឱសថប្រឆាំងមេរោគអេដស៍ដំបូងផលរំខានអំឡុងពេលចាប់